Welcome guys back to another lecture in our Psychology of Color section. In this one we'll be looking at the color orange. So we'll be talking about the color, what it represents, how it affects us, and the variations. Basically what we've done in the last few lectures. So what is orange? Well, it's basically one of the three secondary colors, and it's a combination of red and yellow. So it has that fiery, intense energy that red brings, along with the happiness and optimistic yellow. And what it does is it creates a gut feeling of reaction. So whenever we have yellow in a certain situation, basically it entices us to go on our gut. But it also gives us shelter in tough moments as well. So in times of distress, orange is a great color to offer comfort. We could see this in, let's say, paramedics or any sort of emergency individuals. They always have orange to give us shelter, to make us feel that we're safe at that stressful time. Some of the positive effects of orange could be that it's extroverted, adventurous, it's a risk taker, it's also informal and agreeable. Negatively, orange could be superficial, overbearing, pessimistic, and overly proud. And we'll see a bit more of these examples later on looking at our shades. So what does it represent? Well, orange represents adventure. It promotes a more physically confident approach to things. So if ever you want someone in a game doing something that will probably make them challenge the physics of the game, orange is a great way to entice them to actually feel confident in their ability to perform that action. Orange also represents divorce, but not in the common way. It helps us detach from things and encourages us to move on and forward thinking. It encourages us to let go of the past and continue on with our newfound knowledge. It also represents friendship. Now, whenever a social gathering is taking place, orange encourages it by tenfold. So, for example, let's say in one of your games that you want to create an area where players could log on and interact with other people, let's say in like a VR setting or whatever the case is, having orange displayed around the area as one of the color palettes is a great way to encourage this type of social behavior. So how does it affect us? Well, in one way, it offers us enthusiasm. So it gives us optimistic and extroverted feelings and makes us more uninhibited. And what I mean by this is that orange lets us feel that we are able to accomplish things that we would never else feel confident enough to do so. It also offers stimulation. So not on the same level as red in terms of the sexual or the desire approach, but it does stimulate an appetite. So whenever we're hungry, orange is a great way to stimulate that sort of appetite to, make us want to eat more or make us want to eat in general. Some logos such as Burger King and Harvey's and A&W's use orange in order to stimulate the appetite to entice its consumers to buy their food or even eat more than they should. It also affects us by giving us courage. So it makes us take account of our lives, but take action and make changes. Having orange represented in certain scenes allows us to choose our own destiny, but not let destiny control us. It allows us to make us feel that we could have the hand on the wheel of fate. So this is great to put inside games where you want to encourage the user to make the right choice by letting them feel that any choice is the proper choice, instead of what the narrative elements is trying to tell them. It also gives us vitality. So more of a balanced energy than red, but it's full of life force. So what are some of the variations of orange? Well, one of them is peach. So this basically encourages communication and conversation. And it also puts people at ease. So one great way to represent this would be in Mario, where Peach obviously is, wearing a peach colored dress. And when Mario reaches her, he feels at ease now that he's saved her. Granted that she should really look into the security of her Mushroom Kingdom due to the fact that she's been kidnapped over like hundreds of times, and it's actually dumbfounded the fact that Mario has to keep saving her. But that's regardless of the point. Peach is great representation of a color that makes people feel calm and, not as stressed. Now looking at the color amber. So this inspires great confidence and better self-esteem. So whenever you want a player to feel more confident in what they're doing and their ability, having amber represented in some sort of way is a great way to put the player in that mindset. Now, burnt orange. So this is the color of negativity, vibration indicating pride, tension, and aggressive self-assertion. So whenever dark orange is represented in an area, this will make the user feel that what they're doing is very negative and that it's mostly for their own benefit. And that goes along with dark orange as well, as this is also an indication of overconfidence and ambition. It basically tries hard to boost its self-esteem, taking a selfish advantage to every situation, not in the sense of green, where some shades of green were often associated with greed. See, dark orange is more for having leverage over other individuals in every situation and having more of a pedestal approach to being stronger than the others. And that's it, guys, for this lecture on orange, and I'll see you guys in the next one.